Good morning, good morning. Today is November the 19th, and I've got all kinds of family in my house and more to come. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you enjoyed my little topic, don't go broke on Thanksgiving. My marketing manager came up with that one. My name is Ronnie Haskins, the owner of Auto Search USA in Colorado Springs. My mission is to improve your financial future by teaching you to make better vehicle choices. I do that because I've owned my business for over 20 years now, and I've seen tons and tons of different car deals and people making mistakes buying cars or spending too much money or doing whatever the case may be. And so after doing it for so long, I try to give you this information back so that you can make better car choices in your life. That's fine. That's my mission statement. So today the topic is don't go broke on Thanksgiving, and I want to start this video by giving you a little brief story about my Thanksgiving memory. My grandmother's name was Gertrude, one of them. The other one was Delamay. But I do have fond memories of having Thanksgiving dinner at Gertrudes House. She lived at 1603 Buchanan Street in Lynchburg, Virginia. An old colonial style home, guys, with a big walnut tree in the backyard. This walnut tree was so massive that I spent the majority of I don't know the season anymore, but whenever they fell, I'd pick up bucket after bucket after bucket of walnuts that were like this big around. You could peel those things open for grandma and she'd dry them out and make all different types of things with walnuts. So every year I remember we would have this big spread, and it was all Southern food, guys, you know, everything and gravy. We had to have chicken and gravy, turkey and gravy. I'm fixing my plate and I'm like, yeah, that's another thing. I'm fixing my plate and I'm like, hey, where's the gravy? You know? And none of this gravy was from a can. I have my mother in town. She's probably watching this video today. And she's going to be making homemade gravy for this particular dinner. But, you know, the memories were really good. You know, there's always an abundance of food. There was a kiddie table that I always sat at with my other siblings and nephews and nieces, and we had that little square card table, and I would sit there while the adults sat at the big, huge dining room table. And we'd eat our dinner, and they would tell stories, and they would talk about family things and whatever the case may be. But they never talked about money that much. You know, like they didn't talk to us about money or the use of it or whatever the case may be. And I always wondered why. Why aren't we talking about this type of stuff, you know? We want to be thankful. We want to basically do everything we can to make sure that our family is safe and secure and has all the food we need right now. But having these money conversations is really good for the kids. So another thing about that Thanksgiving that I remember is I was not allowed in the living room. Our living room had brand new furniture, and that furniture never got old because it was covered in plastic. I'm dating myself, but everything. I mean, like the carpet was covered in plastic. The furniture was covered in plastic, and there was china in there. You know, the china that we never used was in there for us to look at, but do not touch. So either way, we had really good Thanksgiving memories, and it was an amazing time to come together and reflect on the year and listen to Grandma tell stories, and we always had a good time. But the topic of the day, don't go broke on Thanksgiving. I hope you got that. I hope it made a point. I want to share with you something like, do you save for Thanksgiving? Do you save up money throughout the year, or at least a month before? Like, I need to set aside some money so that we can get the turkey, we can get the pellets for the smoker, we can get brining material, we can get a pie. Do you save money for that? Do you put money aside for Christmas every year? That was probably one of the most liberating things in my life when I started just trying to realize in January how much money I would need to buy presents for Christmas. And I would divide that by 12 and then start saving that money every month. So if you haven't started doing that, it's a good way to do it, because you could break it down. It could be a couple $100 a month. Whatever your budget is, break that down by 12 months, and then you'll have plenty of money for Christmas. So bringing it back to what my mission is, to improve your financial future by teaching you to make better vehicle choices. Do you plan for Thanksgiving and plan for Christmas? Do you plan for your cars? Do you plan for your car repairs? Do you plan for tires, brakes, windshield, alignments? This stuff seems to catch people by surprise. Oh my goodness, I need tires. Okay, well, your car has 35,000 miles on it. You should know that you're going to need tires at some point. It shouldn't be a surprise for you guys. This isn't a day for me to sell you a car. This is a day for me to teach you something about your current car that could help improve your financial future as you use it every day. So if you're looking at that maintenance light and it's coming on and you're just trying to blank it out, or some friends take a piece of black tape and put it over that light so they don't have to look at it, time to start planning that stuff. We have people that you can talk to that can give you an estimate on what specific repairs are going to cost. And then you can do the same thing I said about Christmas. You can tell yourself, all right, in 6 months I'm going to need tires. Tires are going to cost $800. I'm not going to have the money for it for 6 months. So how much do I need to save every month? 6 into 800 will give you that number. So basically, this can help uplift your future and stop making things so drastic when it comes to thinking about maintaining your car, or furthermore, planning for the next car. So if you've got a car that has 150,000 miles on it, it's just a matter of time before you're going to need to do something else. So if you're with me today, put something in the comments that you're planning for. Like, are you planning for tires? Planning for windshield wipers? Planning for a windshield? You know, Thanksgiving is right here, right now. What are you thankful for when it comes to your particular life and what your endeavors are? And what do you think you could use to help you make better vehicle decisions as far as improving your financial future? Because if we do these things right and we make plans for them, they're not such a shock, and they don't end up costing us a ton of money on an unexpected moment. So think about on your car. You know, if you bought a car 2 years ago and you're approaching 30,000 miles, it is time to start not only being thankful that it's running and everything's fine, but planning what's going to happen with that car over the next 12 months. And then dividing that by 12 so that you can start budgeting for it. We don't always want to go to a credit card. Like, oh, I got a credit card for tires. No, we don't want to do that. We want to improve our financial future. We want to be putting money away and investing instead of just putting ourselves in more debt. So today is the day that we're not going to put our head in the sand about those tires. We are going to go ahead and face it head on and go to Costco and get an estimate on what it'll cost you for your car. And if you don't want to do that, put it in the comments box. I'll send you a message back later today and let you know what you can plan for tires for your car. And then you can start budgeting for it every day. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys are all safe. If you're traveling right now, be careful. I used to fly all the time when I was in the Army. I flew on Thanksgiving Day, Thanksgiving Eve. It was great with no kids, no wife, no family. It was an adventure. But, you know, if you're traveling, be safe and have a great time with your families this Thanksgiving. And if you got stuff you want to talk about for improving your financial future when it comes to cars, post it in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks, guys, and have a happy Thanksgiving.